Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Napoleon and today we're back with another Enlisted video, and today we're going to be talking about the latest Enlisted squad, or should I say event squad, that Enlisted has given us through the Airborne Reinforcements event, and that is going to be the 14th Parachute Regiment of the 5th Parachute Division. Now, in terms of most stuff, this is the second video I've done on the paratroopers, and there are going to be a lot more coming in terms of event squads and premium squads. But that said, let's get started. In terms of the history, the 5th Parachute Division was formed in France in early 1944, commanded by Gustav Weiche, and the last Parachute Division to receive, I kid you not, full Fallschirmjäger training, which included the 13th, the 14th, the 15th, and the 5th Fallschirmjäger Artillery Regiments, of which the rest, the 14th, the 15th, and the 13th, were all Fallschirmjäger Regiments, hence the reason why the 14th is Enlisted. Only the 15th Regiment was ready during the Battle of Normandy, which was attached to the 17th SS Panzer Grenadier Division in the early stages of the campaign. The rest of the division was then slowly trickled in late July, and it took heavy losses during the campaign and was successfully withdrawn to the Netherlands to rebuild and refit. The division was then taken part in the Battle of the Bulge. After drawing through Germany, the part of the division surrendered near Nürburgring in mid-March 1945, with the rest of the division surrendering in the Ruhr pocket in April. In terms of its performance, the FG-42 grenade launcher was the FG-42. Of course, I made an entire video on the FG-42, so if you haven't watched that, highly suggest that you watch that. With that said, let's get on to the grenade launcher itself. The success of the rifle grenade developed for the K-98K during the early service of World War II resulted in a series of launching developments for other German weapons, most notably the Fallschirmjäger 42 for the Luftwaffe, or should I say Air Force. To avoid a complete new development, the tested and tried cup launcher, or Schießbecke, of the Wehrmacht was chosen. However, the clamp mount of the launcher could not be used if it did not fit on the shape of the FG-42's nozzle, so the cap mount was then eliminated instead of a thermal thread which cut in the rear of the launcher. That way it could screw on the top muzzle of the barrel. The solution was not perfect, of course, because in combat it would have been unfavorable to remove and stow away and flash hider before screwing on the launcher. Notice after firing, the firing of the grenade was also too heavy, hence the shooter is going to be most likely just going to be taking off the magazine to fire the grenade launcher, something that comes almost identical for what Enlisted has right now. Not that they will need a magazine anyway, but that said, in terms of the stats, the FG-42 grenade launcher is chambered in 7.92mm, has a hit power of 14.4, which is amazing. The damage reduction over distance is 14.4, 11.8, 9.6, etc. Muzzle velocity is 750 meters per second, rate of fire of 830, reload time of 2.9, vertical of 56, horizontal of 20 round magazine as with the rest of the FG-42s. And that is the interesting part. In terms of perks, I highly suggest that you get minus 40% recoil reduction while standing, plus 75% medic pack usage speed, and vitality, which is the most important thing. But that said, let's get on to should you be using the weapon. And the answer is yes. The FG-42 itself is amazing, the thing is very accurate, the thing is also very fast, and the thing is decent in terms of close, long, and almost every range. Like, literally, the thing is amazing. The only issue that I have with this weapon, as well as with the Vickers, which I've covered last time, is the fact that this weapon literally has no ammo. Like, literally, you get only a few clips and essentially magazines, and then you're going sent into battle, and then you're more likely to get rid of your ammo than you're more likely to die, which is very sad because this thing has a lot of potential, which is the reason why I suggest that you use one of two things, which is the mortar squad, which essentially gives you an engineer, or you are supported by your infantry, who gives you rally points, or should I mention ammo boxes, which is kind of very important for this squad, needless to say. It also has a decent rate of fire and decent recoil, very accurate, and my suggestion, even though, like I said, they have decent recoil, decent rate of fire, and it is also very accurate, my suggestion is to still crouch with this thing, because in close quarters combat, which is what I do, in close quarters combat, it's going to be really hard to essentially just eat people, and when you're standing up, this thing is a little bit recoil heavy, but not too much. That said, let's talk about the grenade launcher, and I've never seen a worse grenade launcher in my life. I kid you not, this grenade launcher is so bad that I suggest that you just don't use it, because this grenade launcher, I fired it directly at people. It still doesn't kill. It's really sad. The grenade launcher, don't use it, and don't use it. Like, literally, I tried to kill people, and it doesn't work. Of course, Enlisted might change that, so we don't know. Stay tuned in, because hopefully they make the grenade launcher actually kill someone when the grenade bloody lands at the person's feet. So that's going to be interesting. My suggestion for this squad is to use Assaulters, which give you the MG34, which you can also use, and the MG34 is essentially more ammunition, because the MG34 is like a very interesting replacement for the FG42. The sniper is also interesting with the Gewehr 43 sniper, it's also interesting, and the AT squad is the cream of the crop, whereas the allies get the bazooka, you get the Panzerfaust, which is a very well. The Panzerfaust 60 is going to chew through any tank at any range, so that's going to be useful. Verdict, I would say that you should use the FG42. The FG42 with the grenade launcher is terrible, don't use it. The Spectacularity is terrible, but the FG42 itself is very good, it's very accurate. I've literally taken this thing out to shoot down paratroopers, and I kid you not, I ran out of ammo before I even downed the entire squad, so that's that. But needless to say, this thing is very good. Just wishing to have more ammo. But that's it, without further ado, this is all it for the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join Discord, and comment in the comment section down below of what do you think of this squad. But that said, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.